All right, let's get this party started. Come on in. I'll give it a few seconds. Welcome, everybody. All right, as soon as you get in, make sure you say hello in the chat so I know you're paying attention. Also, let me know if you can all see my screen. You should see welcome to Fundability Escape Financial Checkmate. Perfect, perfect, perfect. How you doing, Mark? Joel, good to see you. I'm going to give it a few seconds for everybody to get in here. Awesome, awesome. Hey, David. Hey, Karen. Hey, Ahmad. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, now it's starting to fill in. Sean, Bubba, Don. All right. Okay. So I like to get things started on time because I know that you are all very busy. I'm going to get you out of here as fast as I possibly can. So, welcome to today's webinar, Escape Financial Checkmate. Basically, we're going to be talking about how to unlock capital for your business needs while keeping your personal credit safe. Look, what we're going to do today is we're going to get real about what works. Okay. So first things first. Who am I? My name's Steve Wible. I am the sales director and author of Business Credit, the complete step-by-step guide. You can look it up on Amazon. Do yourself a favor. Don't buy it. The information in there is outdated, and we'll touch on that in a little bit, why that's important to know. Matter of fact, we'll touch on it right now. So the problem with learning how to escape financial checkmate, leveraging your business credit, is the information that I find out on the internet tends to be outdated, including my book. At one time, it was great, but it's not something you want to buy now. So anyhow, that's who I am. Here's what we're tackling today. We're going to expose the biggest myths that are holding you back, the credit separation myth, right? We're going to talk about personal credit and business credit. They don't mix the way you think. We're going to talk about financial checkmate when your business can and will be stuck and your personal credit is wrecked. This happens to every business owner. You may not be in this situation right now, but I see it every single day and I've personally lived it. We're going to show you how to break free from that. And then I'm going to reveal fundability, the game changer for business financing. This is literally what changes everything. It's the whole reason that I'm here at Credit Suite. And the whole reason we're doing this webinar today to introduce you to that and to show you how to leverage fundability so that you can scale your business. This is just, I'm going to give you a couple examples of people that have actually been through our program and some are still in our program. Junius Bennett is actually someone that I personally met. I happened to be the person to answer the phone a few years ago. He was just starting his business, really had no direction, but he'd been watching our videos. He was really interested in how this would help him scale his business. What I love about Junius is he's a vet, so he was building a business to help veterans like myself. And he went through our program and scaled his business to the point where I'm not going to give away too much personal information, but his revenue is sky high. His vehicles are all in the company name. All of his credit cards are in the company name. None of this is tied to him personal. He is a true profit for fundability. In addition, Josh Elge is another person that I'm familiar with. I actually did business with Josh. He says we've been able to make smart investments in staffing, marketing systems, sales systems, product developments, all of these things before Credit Suite or before having access to capital, what they really couldn't do. They just don't, he can't stress as much. They've got more money in the bank to take care of opportunities that present themselves because of being able to leverage fundability and removing himself from financial checkmate, which Josh truly was in when I first met him. He was having a difficult time getting the type of loan that he wanted, wasn't getting the rates he wanted. And it was really just a couple of things he had to take care of. And we put him through our system. We showed him exactly what he should do, went right back and got everything he needed to be able to scale his business. He's got a massive business right now. He's one of my favorite people in the whole world. And then Christine, those of you who've been following us for a long time, we keep showing Christine because she is probably the gold standard. When she found Credit Suite, they were almost ready to shut down. And they basically were like, enough's enough. We've had it. We can't do it anymore. Credit Suite, they got in, they started building their business credit, getting fuel cards, cash credit cards. They were able to get a line of credit for housing, equipment, things like that. Matter of fact, they actually raised over $800,000 in capital. Now they have a massive, actually multiple business, not only their trucking firm, but also a horse business. Those of you who are into horses, they have a working horse ranch. So this is just a couple examples. You can go to our website and see lots and lots and lots of that stuff. I just want to let you know kind of where we're heading and how this could be you. So look, If you're unsure about business credit, that's okay. Trust me, this is still for you. Even if you're not seeing why business credit is a big deal, I'm going to show you exactly why it is. You think you know business credit, but something's still not quite working. Most people I know fall into this category, especially if you just recently got your DUNS number, which means you have a clue, you have an idea that you need business credit, or you're struggling to see how business credit even fits into your daily business. I'm going to give a couple of examples of what financial checkmate is. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause right now and talk about that. So when I talk about financial checkmate, here's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to use a little personal experience. Uh, my father was in the printing business. And when I got out of the military, I went to work for him in sales and did really well. I was very fortunate, did really well. I didn't understand business at all. So I just kept bringing in more sales, right? Yeah, it must be the greatest thing in the world. Bring in more sales. That's going to help a business succeed. It actually had the opposite effect because he was in financial checkmate. He could not finance the business I was bringing in. He couldn't buy the materials he needed, and the clients wanted business credit. They wanted terms. So he had to offer them terms 30 to 45 days, and he couldn't get terms from his suppliers, and his personal credit had been maxed out. Because if you're in a manufacturing business, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Um, in the manufacturing world, margins tend to be fairly low, between 10 and 5 and 10%. So you're fronting a lot of money until you get paid. That's financial checkmate. Now, very few of you might even be in the manufacturing business, so let me apply it somewhere else. If I have real estate investors in the room, you're constantly putting yourself in financial checkmate just because as you buy, you're leveraging your personal credit. When I got into real estate investing, I was able to scale to 300 properties because I didn't use my personal credit for day-to-day operational things, including vehicles, including credit with Home Depot and Lowe's, gas, phones, you name it, computers, anything I needed to run my business. I leveraged my business credit. I never used my personal credit because in the real estate investing world, personal credit's everything. And then here's another example. We talked about Christine, trucking. Imagine if you have a trucking business. I may even have a couple of you here, and you blow out your tires. Now, for me, getting tires is $1,000, right? But imagine what it is for an 18 wheeler. That's thousands of dollars. And you happen to be maxed out on your credit cards. Your credit score has been knocked down. We all know what happens when you max out your credit cards. What do you do? That's truly financial. I mean, that's the worst kind of financial checkmate. These are the things I'm talking about. We can go into insurance sales, real estate sales. It doesn't matter. If you're leveraging your personal credit to scale your business, as you get bigger, you will run out of credit. It happens every day. I see it every day. This is the reason we're in business. We see it all the time. Our CEO, Ty Crandall, was exactly there, which is why this company exists to begin with. So here's what most ordinary business owners think. They think it's impossible to protect your personal credit. It's not. It's 100% possible, 100% doable, and it's really not that difficult. Uh, they believe getting business financing is way too hard. We're going to change that today. The only reason people believe getting business financing is difficult is because they make it seem like it is. It's really not. And if you've got the roadmap and know exactly how to get approved, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, it's a game changer. You can actually plan your future funding sources. Or if you're overwhelmed by fixing your business foundational issues, it's actually a lot easier than you think. Some of you are saying, well, what do you mean by foundational issues? I'll show you when we get into a demo. Or, and this is the one I hear more than anything else, if you've been told business credit isn't worth the hassle, I'm going to show you the truth. But I'm going to start with most people here. How many people here know what a Dunn's number is or know who Dun& and Bradstreet is? Give me some thumbs up or some love or a smiley face. I don't care. Just let me know that you know exactly who Dun& Bradstreet is or what your Dunn's number is. Let's see. Perfect. All right, I got two people that know. There you go. Ahmad knows. Seth, perfect. You have your DUNS number. Outstanding, David. So Dun& Bradstreet's one of the oldest corporations in America. They are basically data salespeople. What they sell is information about people's businesses to other businesses and to lenders, right? So if you've got your DUNS number, that means you have some interest in business credit, right? Unless you're using it to get a contract. I will tell you, uh, clients can actually check your business credit report. Customers, most people don't realize that. And I'll show you when I pull up somebody's business credit report. I don't need your permission to pull your Dun& Bradstreet report. I just have to pay for the report. And I see exactly how you look to lenders. So Dun& Bradstreet's been around for over 100 years because business credit has been around for over 100 years, right? People have always had to leverage business credit to scale their business, especially in the manufacturing world. And this country, as most of you should know, was basically a manufacturing country for hundreds of years. We've recently become more of a service-oriented country with some manufacturing built in, but it doesn't matter. You still have to leverage your business credit. That's why Dun& Bradstreet has been around forever, because people need it. They know they have to leverage their business credit. A lot of people get their DUNS number, don't even know why, right? It's important that you have that number, extremely important that you have that number. Um, but the whole point of having it is to build that business credit profile. And unfortunately, it's not something that happens automatically. Okay, let's move on to the next one because I want to get you out of here quick. So look, ironically, recently, and this really started with COVID, but business credit's becoming all the rage again. The problem is there's just a lot of bad information out there. And I'm going to mention a couple of things that I've seen on TikTok and on Instagram that are going to blow your mind when you hear it. And most of you won't fall for it, but some people do. Look, Forbes just did a study showing strong business credit scores make a business more resilient. The Wall Street Journal just busted myths about business credit. It's more crucial than people think. These are all articles that came out this year. They're talking about how getting loans are more and more difficult if you don't have a strong business credit profile. And knowing how to leverage your business credit is a true game changer for your business. Doesn't matter what business you're in. All right. Again, I want to get through this quickly. So look, interest is off the chart. There's tons of buzz. Business credit's blowing up on social media. If you don't believe me, go onto Instagram or TikTok and search business credit. See what you see. You are going to see it everywhere. You're going to see people hawking it, how they can help you. You're going to see people talking about how it actually helped them. It is the new wave. And again, since COVID started, and then when the economy, I'll say crash, got slow in the last few years, it's really even had more and more impact. Uh, Here's the good news, because there is a lot of bad information out there. You're probably going to see a couple ads where somebody says, "Hey, the government has to give your banks have to give you $50,000 or $100,000 if you have your Dun& Bradstreet number set up." It's a lie. That is 100% not true. If that was the case, I would set up 50 businesses, go get my $100,000 for each one, and it'd be adios. You all won't be talking to me today, right? You're going to see ads like that. Here's the good news. Credit Suite's been around since 2014, so 10 years, and actually was operating under a different company previously. We had separated, uh, and we're on the cutting edge. We know exactly what's happening in our industry day to day, minute to minute, believe it or not. And I'll give you some examples of that coming up. If your personal credit matters to you, this is the best news. This is the place to be. The chance to secure business financing has never been better if you know how to get it. Now, there's going to be two things I'm going to talk about. Talk about credit and finance, or not financing, credit and cash, right? I can give you credit to buy my product. Let's say I'm going to show you, I sell cologne, right? And you want to buy 1,000 bottles of that cologne to sell in your store. I can give you credit for that. That's business credit. If you want a loan, actual cash, that's a little bit different. There, you're going to have a strong business credit, but you're also going to have cash flow and some other things, the three C's that we'll talk about. All right. Here's the bad news. So as much as people are talking about business credit, they are still using their personal credit. Right now, personal credit card debt is skyrocketing. As of May 2024, and I already know this number's gone up, but I don't have the official ones yet. As of May 2024, the average balance was $10,479 in personal credit. 10,479. Now, you know, business owners have much, much higher balances on their credit cards. Half of all businesses do fail within the first 5 years. We don't want yours to be next. Matter of fact, if you're in this group, yours isn't going to be next. Without understanding fundability and business credit, scaling your business can feel impossible, but it really doesn't have to. We're going to get you away from all this $10,500 average balance. We're going to get you away from this most businesses failing within the first 5 years. Right, here's the truth. Building business credit is much simpler than you think with the right guidance. There are tools to help you manage credit and control your debt effectively. That's important. And with the right resources, sorry, my screen's blocked, you can build a strong business credit profile faster than you think. All right. So the ultimate game changer is going to be fundability. Fundability helps you avoid the damage caused by bad credit decisions and bad directions. It solves key problems, protecting your personal credit and managing debt. Fundability busts the myth that building a strong business credit profile is difficult. It's really not, ladies and gentlemen. It's really not. All right. So you're going to learn how to escape financial checkmate once and for all. This method can help you build the business you've always dreamed of without the financial stress. There's always a little when you're building a business. And you're going to learn to fix your core business issues, prioritizing the right task and avoiding financial crisis. And more importantly, you're going to avoid doing things that don't make sense, that are not helping you. Uh, like I said, there's a lot of bad information out there, a lot of outdated information. Matter of fact, I talked about the book in the beginning. If you bought that book, and I don't want you to, one of the vendors in there that I talk about who will give you credit is Radio Shack. How many of you have seen a Radio Shack in the last 10 years? Right? Don't laugh. Probably none of you. There may be one. I heard there's one somewhere in the Midwest. The point is, that's outdated information, right? I don't want you going to Radio Shack and trying to get business credit. They were actually a great source for business credit a long time ago. Just not somebody going to reach out today. That's bad information. That's why I told you not to buy my book. Here's what I promise you what's going to happen with Fundability. You're going to escape financial checkmate. You're going to fix your core issues of your business, even if you're unaware of them. We're going to go through what they are. You'll know exactly what to focus on first to secure business funding quickly. I'm going to tell you something. My friend, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to tell yourself. I'm going to raise my hand because I'm not going to ask you, but anybody who's had really good personal credit, if they go to their mailbox every day, what do they usually find in there from credit card companies? If you go to your mailbox and you have really good personal credit, what do you find there? Invitations, right? Invitations to what? Invitations to apply, right? Right. So if you have really good personal credit, you're going to get credit card offers, 0% offers. That's exactly right, Dana. You're going to get offers for credit. Now, imagine your neighbor has really, really bad credit. Do you think they're getting the same offers you're getting if you have good personal credit? Of course not, right? You know why? Because credit reporting agencies are nothing but data salespeople, and they're selling your data to people who want to sell to you, right? So Capital One will buy a list in some zip code and say, I'm looking for predatory loan invitations. That's right. Um, I want to buy a list of anybody who's over a 700 credit score in this zip code because they know that zip code might be a high income zip code. And then they're going to mail offers to them. Well, don't you think business credit works exactly the same way? Of course it does. It's built for this. So what's cool is once you've built a strong business credit profile, something unique happens. Well, not unique. It's not unique in the personal credit world. You're going to begin getting offers that aren't predatory loans to get approved for credit with lenders. Because when a lender is looking to loan money, right? That's the business they're in. We all agree with that, right? They're not just hoarding. They're looking to loan money. That's how they make their money, right? They make money off the interest. Well, they've got to know the customers to go to. They don't want to advertise to people who are never going to get approved. That's a waste of advertising dollars. And the cost of acquisition for a new customer is expensive, especially with pay-per-click, right? So they look for people they know will be qualified to get their loans. Where do you think they get that information from? They're buying it from the credit reporting agencies. They're buying it from Dun& and Bradstreet. They're buying it from Experian. They're buying it from Equifax. Right? So if they go to pull your Dun & Bradstreet and or Experian or Equifax profile or all three, and there's nothing there, guess who's not getting the offer? But reverse it. You've got a strong business credit profile. You're going to be getting offers nonstop in the mail. It's really a cool transition. I love it when people reach out to me like, "Oh my God, I couldn't even get anybody to talk to me about a loan. Now I'm just getting all these offers in the mail and I'm pre-approved." So, look, this is going to take you out of your comfort zone a little bit. You got to commit to erasing the struggle of getting business credit. Your commitment today is the key to unlocking your financial future. I promise you. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Here's why you should pay attention because I have built a company. I told you a manufacturing company. When my father went out of business, I opened my own. We built it up to $30 million in sales. We leveraged business credit because that's when I started figuring it out. Had a partner who was much older than me who understood it. Matter of fact, for that company, I think I had over $15 million in business credit on a regular basis. Then once I sold that, I got into real estate. And because I understood business credit at that point, and I guess nobody was doing this, I built my business credit profile for my real estate business, multiple businesses, as a matter of fact, and began leveraging that. I ended up with over 300 properties. When the market crashed, I walked away with my personal credit intact. I had nothing in my name. My vehicles were in the company name. My credit cards were in the company name. All my houses were corporate loans, blanket loans. in the company name. So tell me business credit doesn't help, right? It was a game changer. When the market crashed, I walked away clean, other than my personal home, right? So this is something that's a game changer. And if you're not thinking in terms of the future, it's not going to make sense to you. But if you're thinking in terms of where do I want to go, even if you have messed up credit, we're going to show you how to fix that credit as well. And I'm glad you have your DUNS number. Everybody should have your DUNS number. If you don't, I can tell you how to get it. So I went through all of this, leverage business credit. You don't need to really hear my story again, but it's the reason that I work here. When I met Credit Suite in 2017, I believe it was, I saw what they were doing. I had to work it out on my own. I had to find a way to do this. It's trial and error, because not everybody reports. When I found Credit Suite, I was super excited. I couldn't wait to go to work for them. Matter of fact, they wouldn't hire me. They turned me down. Who's ever had been turned down for a job? It was the worst experience of my life. But they ended up eventually hiring me. And I was one of their top salespeople, not because I'm such a great salesperson, because I truly believed in the product and I knew I was helping people. That's why I do these webinars today. So I've been where you are. I've been from the startup, I've been to super highly successful, starting up again. Uh, this is the only journey if I was going to start another business today. All right. I would like to build business credit for 3 businesses. One I just started and still need DUNS number. Glad to be here. Good, Tammy. And I'm going to show you how you can do it for all 3. All right. So the first thing you want to do to escape financial checkmate, here's where you want to take notes. You want to strengthen your business's foundation to set it up for success. That is a bigger deal than you realize. I actually did a webinar with Ty Crandall, our CEO, and he showed how to set up a business, and he did some things that I wasn't even aware of that made it easier for that business to get business credit. So if you've already set your business up, that's okay, because we can show you how to correct any issues. One of the first things we're going to do when you get involved with us is we're going to take a look at the foundation of your business, but our fundability system is going to look at it as well. And it's actually going to give you a clue. Second thing you're going to want to do, yes, this recording will be available. If you're here and registered, you're going to get a copy of it. You want to build business credit to protect your personal credit. You want to separate those two. That is a big deal. You need to separate those two. You're going to need your personal credit at some point, always will. But if you eliminate most of what goes on your personal credit and move it to your business, that's going to protect your score. When you stop using your personal credit and your utilization rate goes down and your payments are on time, what happens to your personal credit score? It goes up. You're going to be maintaining a 700 to 800 credit score at all times. That's where we want to see you be. You're not going to maintain that if you have a massive issue and you've got to suddenly spend $20,000 on your personal credit cards and your utilization rate skyrockets, your score is plummeting. You're going below 600. That's what we're talking about. I'm going to show you exactly how to not let that happen to yourself. Okay, so this is how Fundability got started. In 2008, Ty came up with the idea. He had a mortgage business that failed. His new mission was to help business owners with business credit because he didn't know anything about it. And when he heard about it, he was livid. Uh, in 2012, he teamed up with Megan, who helped design, not helped, did design Fundability. Megan's background was in corporate banking, corporate lending. That's her expertise. She knew exactly what lenders were looking for. 2014, they officially formed Credit Suite to help clients build business credit and get funding. And in 2018, they began to hire quickly. I was one of those. And we brought it up to over 30,000 businesses. By the way, we're well over 50,000 now. And in 2022, Fundability came into existence. So we had something called Suite Login, our business credit builder, which we still have. But when you see Fundability, you'll see why we changed. Okay. So first things first, actionable tips. Know your business credit scores. Make it a habit to check them. If you get involved with us, I'll show you how to do that really inexpensively. Second thing, diversify your credit. Don't just rely on 1 or 2 suppliers, credit cards, et cetera. You want to make sure you diversify it for a reason. And then 3, and this is really important, just because it's not tied to you personally, it is tied to your business, right? And we want our business to look strong to vendors, banks, and customers. If you don't think customers don't check business credit reports, I promise you they do. Christine, who we talked about early on, once she began building her business credit profile and got a really strong profile, she reached out to Ty and said, "This is unbelievable. I'm getting offers for contracts that I never even knew existed. I never had access to them. And now I'm getting these requests for proposals, RFPs." What Ty had to explain to her was, yeah, because now you have a strong business credit profile. They're looking for trucking companies to do this monster job. They want to deal with somebody who's stable. They want to deal with somebody who has a trustworthy business. Having a strong business credit profile tells them, one, you're truly in business. Two, there are creditors who trust you and you are paying them on a regular basis. So it really is a game changer. Customers can check your business credit report. And little secret, so can your competitors. It's one of the things I love to do. If I was bidding on a job against another printing company, I would pull their business credit report and see where they were financially, see if they were behind. I would leverage that information with the buyer, with the other company. I'd be like, well, you might want to pull their business credit report and take a look. I don't know if they can produce that job for you. It's an $800,000 job. What happens if they get halfway through and their credit's cut off? So keep that in mind. Anyone can pull your business credit report. Okay. So to escape financial checkmate, you also want to adopt the entrepreneur mindset, which you all have. That's why you're here. You want to make smart and calculated investments in yourself and your business that lead to growth and success. All right. Success takes hard work. Don't let anyone tell you it is not automatic, but you can automate parts of the process, but no, it's not effortless, right? So this isn't going to happen for you. You have to be involved. But what we've done is we sped it up and we've automated a lot of it. Protecting personal credit while growing a business is not instinctively easy because it's a habit. We're used to breaking out our personal credit cards, but we've made it a lot easier. You need to make this process a habit, something you do instinctively, and it will. When you start seeing results, you won't even think about it. You might even take all your personal credit cards out of your wallet or purse and just maybe leave one in there for personal emergencies. You will never, ever use your personal credit again unless you can turn it into money, which, by the way, is the only reason to use it, to leverage it to make money. All right. Look, Fundability works. It's built on real world knowledge from a small business lender, Megan. It was designed for entrepreneurs managing growth and operational costs. It shows you how to use business credit to protect your personal credit. I went too fast. Includes a detailed step-by-step guide to boost your fundability and connects you with top sources for business credit and funding. Because I know some of you here are like, I also need cash, Steve. We're going to show you how to get that as well. All right. It works even if your personal credit's in rough shape. We want to show you how to protect that so you begin building that credit score back up. Even if you got bad credit now, it's no big deal. If you've been denied for business funding in the past, no big deal. Usually it's one or two little things that have to be changed, and suddenly you get automated approvals, and you're like, wow, how'd that happen? If you don't know anything about business credit, that's cool. That's fine. We actually prefer that. That way there's no misguided conceptions. If you already have a business credit card, great. If you have, who here has a Capital One Spark card? I don't even know if they give them out anymore. If you have a Capital One Spark card, right, and it has your business name on it, no, good. Yeah. You know why? Because Capital One Spark cards are actually, well, Willie, you got one? They're actually a business card or a personal card. They actually will report on your personal credit. If it's reporting on your personal credit, that is not a business card. That is a personal credit card. It just happens to have your business name. What you want is credit cards that are in the business name that don't report on your personal credit. So if they max out, they don't affect your personal credit score, right? Just keep that in mind. And there's lots of them out there that will say it's a business credit card and they're reporting on your personal credit. So you have to understand that. We're going to guide you through that. Okay. So now I'm going into all this and I have some more to teach you, but I'm going into all this. Who wants to see what fundability looks like? Who wants me to show them exactly what I'm talking about and why it's such a big deal? Give me some thumbs up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, let me grab you. Y'all gonna have to let me know if you can see this. I'm gonna slide it over to this screen. Can you all see that? Let me know if you can see that. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not the one I'm talking about. I want this one. Sorry. That's the one I'm talking about. Can everybody see that? Yep. Give me some thumbs up. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you all. All right. So let's go to our dashboard. So this is our fundability dashboard. Now, in fundability, there are 5 pillars. You're going to see there's 5 spots on this circle, on this wheel. Now, the fundability score is a proprietary score that we've developed. This is through years of research. And those of you who have your DUNS number, if you go to your Dun & Bradstreet dashboard in the next 2 weeks, you're going to begin seeing this fundability wheel there and your fundability score. Dun & Bradstreet loves what we're doing, right? Remember, they've been around forever, right? Okay, so 5 pillars of fundability. The first one is your foundation. Now, in your foundation, is things like your business address, the type of entity you have. Are you a foreign filing? In other words, are you registered in this state but operating in this state? What type of ownership? Is it an LLC? Is it a single member? Is it a C corporation, an S corporation? Do you have your EIN? Obviously. Do you have a business phone number, a website and email? Don't gloss over that. Lenders now with artificial intelligence scan to see if you have a website. If you don't have a website, you don't look credible. Do you have business licenses? If you don't have a business license, you're not required to have one in your state. It only costs about $100 in most states to get a business license. I would highly suggest you get one. It really impacts your fundability. It really impacts how lenders see you. Okay. It's just one more piece of the puzzle. So a business license is important. Do you have a merchant account set up? So in other words, if you accept credit cards, do you have a merchant account set up? And then have you picked the right industry or NIAX code? So this system will take you through all of that, and I'm going to show you one. So let's just use the business address. Now I just have this address in here, and it will check to make sure it's a correct address, and you're going to move on. Now let's say you don't have an address. We're going to have a link here to show you how to set up a business address with maybe a virtual address company, the right one. So we're going to guide you on how to get to where you need. All right, let me go back to the foundation, to the wheel. So once we're done with the foundation, then we're going to move you into your financials. And here's what I mean by financials. How much time in business do you have? Do you have a business bank account? If you don't have a business bank account, we're going to show you how to get one really easily. There are a lot of online banks that specialize in businesses who offer great interest rates, who make it really simple to manage. So we're going to show you how to get that. Make sure you upload a business bank statement if you're planning on getting a revenue loan right now or any type of loan. We're going to talk about your business bank balance, your tax returns. If you haven't filed them, we're going to go into that. Financial statements, business collateral, any personal tax returns, business revenue, number of employees, etc. So that's your financials. That's not critical in the beginning, but it is something that's necessary to build, again, your fundability score, right? Yes, this is software. So then we're going to get you registered with all the business credit reporting agencies. We talked about Dun & Bradstreet, right? There's D&B report, Experian, Equifax. We want to look at where you have anything reporting. You can see on the right, we're showing we have 7 trade lines reporting at D&B, 3 at Equifax, and 6 at Experian. We want to dispute any inaccuracies. We're going to show you exactly how to do that. And then here, because Dun & Bradstreet loves us, you're going to be able to access your Paydex score instantly right there. All right. So after we're done that, then we're going to look at your personal credit. Now, I told you we want to move your business credit from your personal credit. But personal credit still impacts your fundability, your ability to get loans, right? So we're going to have you enter your credit score. We're going to give you access to pull your credit report. We're going to show you how to get your LexisNexis. Anybody who doesn't know who LexisNexis is, you are in for a treat. You can go to LexisNexis.com and pull your own LexisNexis credit report. They'll actually mail it to you. You're going to be shocked at what they have on you. By the way, a little inside secret, that's where most of the credit reporting agencies get their data from. LexisNexis is the CIA of credit reports. They know everything. You had a purple Monte Carlo in 1987. Cool. They're going to have your VIN number. They're going to have the car, the color, and any insurance you had on it. They know everything about you. All right. We're also going to do a check systems report to see if you've ever bounced checks. And if you have, we're going to show you how to get that corrected, and also check for bankruptcy, liens, and judgments. Now, remember, this is just the data entry we're putting in, right? That you're going to be putting in with us, right? And this is slowly, as you add things, it's going to increase your fundability score. So now you get to the point where you're like, okay, I've got everything set up. What next? Well, let's go to business funding and let's go to trade vendor match, right? So this will pull. I do not match any trades. Why not? Oh, I lowered my score. Okay. So this will pull everything. I got to get that fixed. I'm missing something. Let me go back to business fundability. Somebody must have changed something on me. Let's see, what am I missing? I got that set up. Oh, I know why. The funding manager probably has stuff turned off. It does. Uh, so your trade vendor match will actually show you not only who will give you credit, and I can't believe this isn't showing up. Somebody must have messed with my system, but it will show you everybody you'll be approved for, right? So it's not going to show you people you won't be approved for, and it'll link directly to that creditor or lender so that you can apply directly with them, and it'll auto fill in your information for you. Okay. So I apologize that for some reason somebody messed with that. I have to find out why. Yeah, it's saying I have no match. So the software works. So it's telling me I have no match because something's wrong in my foundation, right? Do you see how people can get stuck, right? If the foundation is not set up properly, it's not going to allow me to apply for vendors. In addition, it's going to show you any loans you might be approved for. So business credit card stacking services is saying I'm approved because in this particular case, it's looking for a credit score of over 680. But let's say we wanted to do a revenue financing. It'll tell me whether I'm approved or not. And if I'm not, it's going to tell me what I'm missing. There it is. I just found out what's wrong. I have 0 months in business. So obviously somebody messed with the time in business on the fundability. See how this works? And now I'm not going to get approved for this. Term loan. It's saying I don't have enough time in business. I don't have enough revenue. I need at least $300,000 a year and then my personal credit score is good. So not only is it telling you whether you'll be approved or not, but it's also telling you what you have to do to be approved. Now think about that. Very few business owners have any idea what it's going to take to get an SBA loan, to get a revenue financing, to get a term loan, to get a line of credit. We're not only showing you what it takes to get it, we're showing you what you have to fix to get it, right? So it's literally the roadmap to get funding, as well as obviously all the vendors. And now I know my time in business isn't working, or something set up wrong. So we're going to guide you through that entire process and show you if you have matches. And when you have matches, you can apply right on there. We'll even tell you what your strength and factors are, how many trade lines you have reporting, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if you're missing anything in our resource market, we're going to give you everything you need. So we talked about business bank accounts. I think North One's in here. Yeah, North One, you can get a business bank account. Let's say you needed a CRM for your business. Keep is one you can get. If you need merchant services, you can go to any of these four people to get merchant services set up. If you need to reach out to the IRS, there it is. You can go right to the IRS and set up your EIN. If you need help setting up a new Form A, maybe you want to do a new entity, right? There's 3 companies that you can and you can use any of them or none of them. We don't care. This is here for your convenience, right? If you want personal credit repair, we're going to give you 3 people you can go to. This is who we usually recommend, the credit pros. But again, you're going to have access to everything to remove yourself from financial checkmate. Everything you need. I apologize that it's not showing you all the vendors. But final thing in here is Bureau Insights. Bureau Insights, what this is a tri-merge report that was custom built for Fundability so that you can see exactly what Dun& Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax have on you. Now, I told you I could pull anybody's report I want to. This is Walmart's. Now, the problem is it may take a few minutes to generate because Walmart, as you can imagine, has a massive business credit report. But wait till you see what we see if it loads quickly. I'm looking to see if you have questions, corporate credit, perfect. I'm going to get to a lot of your questions too. This is a massive report. I probably should have switched to somebody easy. Okay, while that's loading, I'm going to pull that to the side. So when it gets loaded in, I'll bring it back. So I'm going to give you, and let me know if you can hear this video. You should be able to, but sometimes the system doesn't work. I'm going to give you, because I like to hear right from people of what happens when they use Fundability. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. Yes, perfect. No? Okay, I'm going to pause it. Looks like the video's not on. You're all giving me no's. That's no big deal. Cannot hear. No big deal. We can always send you a copy of this. You're going to see it again anyway. Uh, Let me pause that and let's move you on. There's another one. This is Josh. All right. So look, here's the deal. Fundability works every single time for every business owner. The reason it does is because you not only get access to this software, But you get, and I saw one of you actually is in Fundability right now. Let's see if you're still here. What else do you get if you're in Fundability? One of you are in here. If they don't answer right away, I'll tell you. You're going to get 1 full year of coaching. Now, when I talk about coaching, what I mean by that is unlimited. You're going to get coaching every day, whenever you want it, right? So initially, we're going to reach out to you. We're going to reach out to you 4 to 5 times in the first 4 to 5 days. We're going to find out what your goals are. We're going to guide you to getting those goals, take you down the right path of the right vendors that make sense for your business. Because if you're an insurance salesperson, maybe Home Depot doesn't make sense for you, but maybe you need gas, you need office supplies. So we're going to guide you to the right vendors that will approve you. And if you run into any issues with fundability with your foundation, we're going to guide you to get that corrected. We're going to give you 1 full year of coaching with this. When you see how cheap this is, and it's unlimited. You can call my advising team every day, all day for the entire year. We don't care. We'll wonder why you're calling all day, but that just means we're not helping you. But my point is, you don't have to wait for them, and there is no limitations. In a lot of cases, when you get a coaching system, they're going to say, "Hey, you can only call 1 time a week, 1 time a month. We have, joint coaching on Fridays." That's not the case here. This is a very personal thing that you're doing for your business. We want it to be, so we want to give you that one-on-one coaching. What's cool is we have an entire team, and our system's built that we can see everything. Everybody can see everything, including all the notes about you, so that if one advisor's out sick, no big deal. Next advisor picks up the ball and runs with it. It really is a fantastic system. All right. It, this delivers big. Every one of you, if I came back and saw you 6 months from now and pulled your business credit report, I'd be willing to bet that your personal credit scores had gone up. Just your personal credit scores. In addition, leveraging it for scaling your business is unlimited. Right? I'll give you an example. So we mentioned a trucking company. If I went and applied for a business credit card or a gas card, the odds are I'm probably going to get approved for between $500 and $1,000. If I'm lucky, 1,000. Uh, if I owned a trucking company, those limits are going to be closer to $10 to $20,000. Now, why? Because obviously trucking companies are going to use more fuel than I am, and as a real estate investor, right? So when you're thinking about your business and you think of the type of things that you spend money on, you got to think in terms of the thing, and that's what our team's going to help you do. Like a real estate investor, high limit credit with Home Depot and Lowe's is a game changer, especially if it's not tied to you personally. First of all, the limits are significantly higher. I'm talking you can get as high as 6 figures. If you're flipping houses, that's a big deal. But it could be anything, no matter what business you're in. We actually will guide you to what your business will use as it begins to scale. And again, this is all credit that you're not signing for a personal guarantee. Um, so look, if it does even half of what, believe it or not, the Walmart thing's still loading. I don't understand why it's taking so long. It might be me today. Who knows? It's right before Christmas. Anyway, the fundability system can do even half of what it's done for other small business owners. It's worth investing in. It's a no-brainer. But I got a surprise for you today. All right. So our fundability system, you go to our website right now and check it out, is $29.97, right? I discounted it a couple of weeks ago for a webinar to $24.97. For this end of year tax write-off, by the way, because it's education, we're going to lower it to $19.97. So you're getting $1,000 off. That's going to give you unlimited coaching for a year and 5 years access to the software. Now, one of you said you had 3 businesses. You're going to call my team and we're going to show you how to do this the right way for all 3 businesses. By the way, write this number down, 877-600-2487. I'm going to put it in the chat as well, 877-600-2487. Okay, that's our phone number. You can call my sales team's ready to talk to you. Now, you're going to see payment options because not everybody has 1997, right? If you got an HVAC business, Robert, yeah, you definitely need to be building your business credit. You can get started today for $497 down, followed by only 4 payments of $497. Now, typically that's 8 payments of $497, right? 8. So we're going to give it to you for only 5 payments. So we're taking $1,500 off. But in addition to that, and this is what I want to talk to you about, Those of you who've been following us for a while, maybe have talked to us, didn't know about this because this just happened recently. We now have a third-party finance company that will loan your business the money for the purchase price. It's in the business name. They do not pull personal credit. They're pulling your business credit. What I tell you about business credit, right? They'll loan you the money to buy it at the 1997 discount for 190, around $190. It's like 190, 150 or 190, but it's around $190 a month. And it's based on your business and there's instant approval. You want to call my team, right? So look, Alex just said it. Honestly, not spending the money on this type of work cost me over 50K and almost put me out of business. This is a no-brainer. He's right. It's 100% correct. So if your business is set up, your business foundation is set up, and you have a business address and you're registered, and I saw a bunch of you have your DUNS number, call my team 877-600-2487. If you can't afford the 1997, it's no big deal. We can get you in on that third-party financing for as low as 190 a month. And worst case scenario, we get you in for 497 a month for 5 payments, basically, right? And here's what's cool. If you want to get in for the 497, before your second payment's due, if you've gone through and set your foundation up properly, we'll run you through that third-party financing company. You should be approved at that point. So even if you feel like, or you don't get approved when you talk to my team, that's okay. It's a foundation issue. We'll help you set up your foundation. We'll get you in on the 497 and we can refinance you out in the business name. Again, in the business name, right? For significantly lower prices. 1-877-600-2487. That's my team. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of things with this. So first of all, you're saving $1,000 on the price. 1997 versus 2997. We never offer a price like this. You're significantly saving on the monthly payments. And now I have the third-party finance company that will finance your business for as low as 190 a month. You may find, based on how your business looks, it may come in at 200, but you've got to get approved for it, right? That's okay if your business address is the same as your home address, Robin. I knew somebody was going to bring that up today. And by the way, there's no inquiry. Remember, if you get approved by our third-party finance company, this is not an inquiry on your personal credit. We're not even going to ask for anything other than the business name, the way it's truly set up with the Secretary of State, and the business address. We're going to run an instant scan. We're going to know immediately whether you're approved or not. So call my team, 877-600-2487, if this is something you're interested in. And by the way, this is education. It's the end of the year. Those of you who need a tax write-off, now's the time. Now's the time. You can get a $2,000 tax write-off and finance it over the next 12 months. Now, I'm not an accountant, so you want to talk to your accountant about that. So look, this is a no-brainer. This is an absolute steal. I want to expand. I previously purchased Fundability, but I want to change to expand. Can you help? Yeah, Dana, give us a call, 877-600-2487. Ask for your sales rep. Can you please text phone numbers in chat? Yes, I can. I'm going to throw it in the chat again. 877-600-2487. Call us. They're waiting to talk to you. They all know I'm making you this ridiculous deal today. And this is a ridiculous deal. Look, imagine if it only works half as well as it did for the few people that I put up here. If it only works half as well as it did for me, how many of you have built two businesses that one of them over 30 million, the other one was, I don't know what that was worth for 300 homes, more than that. Leverage business credit each time, right? I'm no genius. I didn't have a degree. I went in the Marine Corps, right? Nobody really taught me how to set up a business. Thank God I had a partner who understood business credit. This is what this is going to do for you. Look, you're going to walk away with a strategy and software that saves you time, protects your personal credit, gives your business the actual fuel it needs to grow. Let's make 2025 the year your business is on the map, right? The question is, can you afford not to do this? Well, first of all, I can tell you, you're not going to see 1997 again. That's a massive discount. We're only doing it because it's the end of the year. It's the holidays. I didn't happen to wear my Santa hat today. I should have. Yeah, Semper Fi, Robert. I agree. That's awesome. So here's the deal. You've all been engaged. You've been chatting. I can see you're serious about protecting your personal credit. I'm going to give you an even better offer, right? I'm going to give you a couple of bonuses. First one is we touched on LexisNexis, right? Those of you who have never seen your report need to know what's in it. You buy Fundability. I don't care how you buy it, through the monthly payments, the full pay, through our third party. Doesn't matter. I'm going to get you a full report about what LexisNexis has. Then I highly suggest you go and get that report. Go and get your LexisNexis report. I'm going to give you that for free. All right. Now, this one, I want to be clear. I have eight. I'm typing it in there. I have 8 of these left, not 7, not 9. When 8 are gone, they are gone. We had 80 of these, right? We're going to give you a free vacation. This is not a timeshare at all. You're not going to get pitched. These are true hotels. You're going to get access for free. The only thing you pay for is getting there, and you've got to pay the transfer or the room tax. That's it. There is no fee for the room. I believe it's 4 days and 3 nights. And these are all over. These are everywhere from Spain to Las Vegas to San Diego to you name it. It's all over the country. I'm going to give you these for free. This is a $2,000 deal, right? Will you get business credit even if your personal credit is poor or fair? 100%, Margaret. I don't care if you have I don't care if you are in bankruptcy right now, you can build business credit. We're talking about separating the two, right? Your business is its own entity. It can build business credit on its own. It doesn't need you. It just needs you to guide it, right? And we're going to guide you. So I'm going to say it again. I have 8 of these left. Somebody put in the chat, how many of these vacations do I have left? I want to make sure everybody hears me clear. 8. That's it. The first 8 get it. I would be, if I was you and you were interested, and you, especially if you want that financing, call my team right now. You don't even have to stay here. Just leave. 877-600-2487. I only have 8. I am not getting any more of these. This is it. I said this in the last webinar and nobody believed me. I had, I don't know, 15. Now there's 8, right? So the odds are I'm going to have none at the end of today. So you're going to get that for free, right? And oh, by the way, that's if you do a full pay. If you do either third-party financing or full pay. So you're going to get full access for $19.97. This is going to give you everything you need. I can get you started on the $497 down, followed by 4 monthly payments, or we can get you on the $497 down. And then once you're set up and your business looks good, send you through our third-party lender who gives you business credit and lower that monthly payment. Or we can take you directly into them now if you feel like your business is set up and it won't cost you anything to find out. You call my team, say, hey, Steve told me about that third-party financing company you have. Run me through. Let's see if I'm going to be approved, and then we'll get you set up. You're also going to get that bonus. You're going to get the LexisNexis report, and if you're one of the first 8, and you all acknowledged, I see everybody threw the 8 in there, you're going to get that vacation. That's it. Caught your breath, right? Did I get us done in under an hour? Yes, I've got 8 minutes left, so I've got a couple things I want to touch on, right? First of all, business credit isn't automatically separate from personal credit. It's something you have to do. It should be. You got to stop letting your personal score hold you back. All right. Hold your business back. We want to separate. We want your business to be strong, whether your personal credit's strong or not. But the irony of it is, as your business gets stronger on the credit side, your personal credit actually will too, because you'll stop using it, right? Anyone can build business credit. Anyone. You just need the right tools, which is Fundability, software, and some guidance. Start coaching. No more guessing, right? No more hoping. No more chat GPT. No more going on a Facebook page and hoping you get all the right answers. No more Radio Shack, right? Learn from the experts who've done it before, and we've done it thousands, tens of thousands of times. Invest your time and money in understanding how business credit works and why it matters. And honestly, once you learn it, you can't unlearn it, right? You've got it. As your business scales, you're going to realize you're getting more and more credit and you're not even talking to us anymore, which is exactly what we want, right? We want to cut the apron ties. We want you out there scaling your business, leveraging business credit. And just so you know, even if people don't report to the business credit reporting agencies and you get credit from them, uh, it doesn't mean they won't report if you go bad. Right? That's why it's important to make sure you manage it as well. You want to start small and you want to build big. Be responsible in your repayments on smaller lines of credit where it all begins. As you get responsible, you're going to show the banks that you mean business and they're going to begin increasing. And we even teach you how to go back and get lines increased. I gave this story in my last one where I used to leverage Home Depot and Lowe's against each other, and they would just keep increasing my lines of credit with them. It was awesome. I just used one against the other. The fundability system literally simplifies it all. We give you the blueprint to bust through financial checkmate and finally grow your business without hurting your personal credit. I saw a lot of you raise your hand and say, yes, this has been an issue for me. You're not going to see a deal like this. I mean, think about it. $190 a month. $190 a month, right? I believe it's 12 payments, by the way. Look, financial checkmate traps business owners who tend to be unable to access capital they need to grow. And unfortunately, they don't realize they're in it until they're in it, right? That's why you have to plan ahead. That's why you have to start thinking about it now. Because if 12 months from now you get an opportunity to double the size of your business and you don't have the capital to do it, you're going to kick yourself. You're going to be like, man, I remember I was in that webinar with Steve Wible and he was talking about scaling business. And he was talking about separating my personal credit. And I said, yeah, I'm going to get to it. And I'll get to it in 6 months or I'll get to it. And there you are. And you're stuck. And you could have tripled the size of your business or doubled the size of your business. This is something you have to plan, just like you plan your entire budget for your household, just like you plan if you're going to plan a wedding a year from now, you start planning it out. You start laying it out. You don't wait till the weekend before, right? Too late at that point. You need to plan this out. You need to begin now. Don't wait, right? You want to start small, which you will, and build your business credit with smaller lines and crush it by repaying responsibly. Once you do, you're going to find they're going to recommend you for higher and higher limits. And by the way, I haven't forgotten, Walmart still hasn't loaded. That's how massive that report is. It might be my internet. You want to stay on top of your credit. You want a regular review for inconsistencies and errors and ask for increases in business credit, right? So how much you have to pay today to join? Miracle, call my team, 877-600-2487. Donald, yes, you can do this tomorrow. I'm going to tell you when this whole thing expires, but call my team today. Let them know, Donald, hey, I talked to Steve. I'm signing up tomorrow. You're going to get a rep. That'll be your go-to contact. With the Fundability system, the whole process becomes easy. You get a clear roadmap and stress basically goes out the window. It's just so, look, I know how to build business credit. And if I was going to quit here today and start a business selling widgets, because I love widgets, I would buy this on my way out the door because I know doing it on my own is, I'd be like, oh, I can't remember which vendors approved me with 3 trade lines, which ones, uh, who can I go back to and negotiate double the, like, I'm not going to remember, right? So I would buy this on the way out the door, right? So let's cut through the noise, right? Seeing is knowing, try for yourself. First, let me start by saying that I usually don't give reviews. This is by somebody named James Sellers. Actually, I know James too. This one was highly warranted due to the type of service that I have received so far. I am highly recommending Credit Suite. Oh, he said recommending. I said highly. As and you see 5 stars. There's another one from Chris Moore. It's a very good company. I recommend to all my friends. The team did a search for excellent job. That's a typo. To help the customer get all the right information step by step. I really appreciate it. And I really recommend anyone looking to grow their business to check out Credit Suite. This company is the gold standard in results. They're extremely knowledgeable and attentive. Ty Crandall's YouTube videos were precise and eminently understandable. I was going to go with another company. We'd never seen his YouTube channel. Anyway, Scott ended up signing up with us. I can just go on and on. We have so many of these, hundreds and hundreds of these reviews. Look, this is what your future is going to look like. It's exactly what it's going to look like. You're going to meet approval criteria. That's the first thing. That's the foundation. You're going to get the business credit formula. You're going to follow step by step and begin getting approved and building your Dun & Bradstreet Experian and Equifax profile. All right. You're going to get access to all the different types of funding all in one place, and it's going to start chasing you. You're going to get some matrices for training. Those we're going to guide you through the process. You're going to get access to affordable business credit reports. The business credit reports, by the way, the tri-merge, they are $69 a month. You don't need to start looking at them till after you know you've got things reporting. Like they typically report about 45 days in. You're going to get 1 year of concierge coaching, and I cannot overstate how valuable the coaching is. As many phone calls as you want. Matter of fact, I'm going to have you, if you sign up, ask your rep for advising's phone number. They're going to have you program it in your cell phone. Here's why. We call from an 877 number. Between you and I don't answer 877 phone calls. But if you program it into your cell phone, hey, this is Credit Suite's advising team or Fundability advising, if that's what you want to put, you'll answer every time they call. And more importantly, you'll have access to their number when you have questions, right? You're also going to have access to your own finance specialist. Okay, Steve, what's that mean? What that means is when you're ready for funding, they're going to find the right loan for you. We are not a lender, but we have access to thousands of them. Doesn't mean you have to use us to get your loans. We don't care, but it's there as a service for you. If you're not sure, you talk to your finance specialist. Hey, I need this type of capital. I'd like to have it as this type of term. You know what? This loan is a perfect fit for you. We're looking at your fundability scores. Everything looks good. Your business credit foundation is good. Your business credit reports are good. You've got the right revenue. You've protected your personal credit. So now's the time to leverage it. You're going to have your own finance specialist to guide you through this process. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game changer for a business who wants to scale, right? So, starting a business is starting a business. Is the price to be paid monthly? Helene, yes, we do have monthly payments. We also have the full-time discount. It's obviously cheaper to do the full pay discount. And we have the third-party financing company. Again, 877-600-2487. But I'm also going to show you the landing page. Okay. So here's what you really need to know. You need your fundability framework, right? This is what you're going to get. You're going to get the business credit builder. You're going to get the funding explorer, the funding manager, so you can see how much credit you have, cash flow monitoring, affordable business credit reports with Bureau Insights. You're going to get the coaching. You're going to get the finance specialist. Here's where you're going to go, creditsuite.com/webinar. I'm going to show it to you. If I can grab it, Credit Suite webinar, where are we? Where is my page? creditsuite.com/webinar/webinar. And I'm going to show you the page. Okay. creditsuite.com/webinar. Here we go. Okay. You can all see this, I assume, right? You got 3 days, 12 hours, 57 minutes, and 48 seconds to save this money. This is what I was talking about. So instead of 8 payments of $497, it's only 5. If instead of $29.97, it's $19.97. If you go through our third party lender ratio, it's around as low as $190 a month. Call my team 877-600-2487 if you want to do that. They will run an instant approval on you. It's instant. It's not a guessing game. We can have you set up in under 30 minutes if you're in front of your computer. Again, 877-600-2487, or you can just go to creditsuite.com/webinar. creditsuite.com/webinar. I will put that in the chat for you. creditsuite.com/webinar. Here's the deal. How many vacations do I have left? Somebody answer me. How many vacations do I have left? How many vacations? That's right, Jamie. I got 8. Catherine, Jamie, exactly. Robert. All right, perfect. All right, so we got to all that. So I got done on the nose in an hour. So those of you who are ready, don't wait. Call my team, 877-600-2487. Call to see if you'll be approved for the $190 a month. Tell them you want to do both. Maybe you want to get started with the $497, but you want to refi out because you don't think your business is ready yet. Let's find out. Call them and find out. 877-600-2487. All right. Now, the vacations for the full pays, either you're making one payment of $19.97 or you've been approved with ratio. I consider that a full pay because they're going to pay us and you're going to be on a payment plan with them. Now, let's go to questions. Everybody can leave if they want to leave. I want to answer any and all questions. I know some of you are going to have some questions. Let's see. Lines are busy. Going to get a call back. Lines are busy. Lines should never be busy. 877-600-2487. Miracle. I apologize. Wow, that means you're all calling, right? All right. Hit me with your questions. Put it right here in the chat. You don't have to go to the Q&A. Just right here in the chat. If you have a question, I will answer it right now. I'm not going to leave till I answer every one of your questions. If you're ready, call my team, 877-600-2487. If you're not ready to sign today, but you want it and you want to get the discount, call them, make the commitment. You have till Friday night at midnight. Okay. As long as they know, they'll reach out to you as well. Anybody have any additional questions about financial checkmate, about fundability? Start all over and tell me the process again. Miracle, that I'm not going to do. I promised 1 hour. So the process is pretty simple, actually. Just call my team, let them know that you're interested in getting set up for fundability. You want the discount, the massive discount I'm offering. And if you want payments, no problem. They'll show you how to get those. We can keep them in-house or we can send them out to ratio. If you go to ratio and or do a full pay, they will get you the vacation if you're one of the first 8. I have a mental health private practice. Do I qualify for? Absolutely, Hilda. Look, business credit, all businesses. I can start a business today, and tomorrow start applying for business credit. I can start it today. I can have no revenue and start it today. I don't recommend that because you still have to pay it back. If I get credit, I'm going to use that credit and then I have to pay it back. But yeah, as long as your business is not a sole proprietor, here's why. Sole proprietor means you are the business and the business is you. So guess what that means? All the credit the business has is your personal credit because the IRS recognizes you and the business as one and the same person. Lenders will recognize you and the business as one and the same person. Robert has an LLC. Robert, you can 100% build business credit. As corporations, LLC, organizations, nonprofits can build business credit. As corporations, C corporation, et cetera. The only ones who can't build business credit would be partners because that doesn't have, that's two people now, and or the a sole proprietor. Getting called back to 1997. Yes, the 1997 includes the year of coaching. If I paid more, can I get credit for second business? Yes. Dana, let your rep know that you have two businesses. They will make you a deal for the second one. Okay. You're already getting a deal at 1997, but tell them you have two businesses. I have an LLC, S Corp, and nonprofit. Do I get business? Yes. Hilda, you will 100% get credit for all three. Now, here's the problem. Here's the thing with fundability. You can't put all three in there. You can only do one. You'll get coaching on one. If you want to build for all three, you're going to need access to three different, and they'll coach you based on each different company. But all three of them can build business credit. Again, Hilda, talk to my team. They'll make you a deal. Just call it and my business doesn't qualify. That's okay. I would have to use personal credit score to do in-house. No, you don't have to use personal credit score to do in-house, Margaret, right? So you, wait a minute, they told you weren't qualified and then you hung up and got back on here? Or are you still on the phone with them? If you're still on the phone with them, just say, tell them to keep it in house. They know what the payment plan is. Robert, what about credit score? What's the lowest you can help get funds or credit for? So if it's startup, Robert, you're going to need a 680 personal credit score if you need funds right now. Getting 0% APR for 12 months. How many times can we roll the balance over? So if you want startup funding, they have the credit card stacking program. You're going to need, again, 680 credit score. There's a few more things you have to have, but that's for a different webinar. But you can reach out to my team. They'll guide you through that process. Pretty easy. It doesn't cost anything to find out. If we were to get your help for getting 0% APR credit cards for 12 months, how many times can we roll the balance over to new credit lines when having the help of your team? So I understand what you're talking about, Dario. You're talking about just rolling credit, 0%, 0%, 0%. You don't really need my team's help for that. You just need to get the cards that are 0%. Typically, if you're talking about our credit card stacking program, you're going to get 5 credit cards. Uh, I've never, I have seen people roll them and roll and roll them, but you would have to apply for 5 different ones at 5 different times because remember that those 0% APRs tend to be for 12 months. If you get them all for the same 12 months, that's not doing you any good. You don't need to get approved for one now, wait 10 months, get approved for another, but that's risky, right? Because if you're personally guaranteeing it, your credit score is going to go down. So you need to build your business credit. I hung up. Margaret, don't hang up. Call back. On phone now, getting transfers to the rep. So happy I attended today. I'm happy you were here today too, Ahmad. They said I would need about a 620 credit score for in-house. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, 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 no. Margaret, there is no in-house. Oh, they're talking about Credit Key. That's another outside source. No, we can do in-house for $497 a month. Okay. So if you can handle that, we can set you up for 497 payments. Remember, we took it from 8 payments down to 5. It's on the screen right now. I got an email from Dun& Bradstreet about upgrading to Credit Insights Basic. Questions, have you heard of this or used it? Offers the same features. Does your offer a money back return offer? So look, Credit Insights is great. I'm very, very familiar with that, Jamie. Here's the thing about Credit Insights. It allows you to take existing vendors that you're doing business with now, and you can supply the information and they'll put it on your credit report. Here's the problem. That's building up your Dun& Bradstreet, which is fantastic. Again, it's a great product, but lenders pull your Experian report. So when they pull your Experian report, if you don't have anything on there, what's going to happen? That's why it's important to know who reports where. That's why our system's so unbelievable. We know exactly who reports where. So in a lot of cases, the vendors will report to both D&B and Experian, or even better, D&B, Experian, and Equifax. You're getting 3 trade lines for the price of 1. So having everything on D&B is great. And like I said, it's a great product, but it really limits you where you're going. I want to see you build strong credit profiles on Experian, Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet, right? And you can do that organically where you don't have to pay for it. Like once you learn it, these lines continue to stick with you forever. So let's say you go through our program and your year's up and you've got 20 trade lines reporting. Well, you don't have to renew with us. They're going to continue to report because they are organically reporting. If you go through Credit Insights and you start manually feeding them trade lines and then you don't renew next year, what do you think happens to those trade lines, right? Different bureaus have different scores, even without the same info. Who do we need to use for the best result? Dana, everyone's different. And that's what our advising team's going to do. They're going to guide you through that. What options are there for non-US companies? Helene, there's not any options. Business credit is based on US businesses. Now, if you have a US address, so maybe you're a foreign company, that has an address in America, you can build business credit. Thank you. Sounds good. I'm happy to be here. I'm a startup. My credit is 644. I want to get business credit to look good. Miracle, you will. All right. It looks like I got everybody's question. Insights didn't report on us. Thank you. That was the explanation I was looking for. No problem. All right. 877-600-2487. Be the first of the 8 to get that free vacation. Honestly, it's an unbelievable opportunity. Give it away as a gift. Doesn't matter. You're going to get a certificate. Once it gets registered, you can register in anybody's name you want. You want to give away a vacation to somebody? It's a $2,000 gift that you're going to get for free, right? Uh, I am part of a cohort through NASDAQ and have a lot of classmates. I can give them you absolutely should, Miracle. Give them Credit Suisse info. This information, they're not going to see this deal, by the way. If I enrolled last month and only paid for 1 month so far, can I update my plan to get these offers? No, Yvonne, unfortunately, this is for new people. But what you can do is if you enrolled last month and you made one payment, call your rep, see if you can get approved through our third party. We can actually lower your payment. We can take the balance you have, eliminate any of the interest that was in-house, and run you through and get you a lower payment. That's what I was talking about with people. If you want to get signed up for the 497, let's look at you in 3 weeks. You may get approved at that point because maybe you have a fundability issue. Maybe your address isn't matching on the credit reporting agencies. You don't even know it. The lender knows it because it's artificial intelligence pulling her saying, yeah, no, you're not approved. 99 out of 100 times, that's all it is. That's why what we do is such a big deal. We know those fundability issues are causing you to get denied, which is frustrating, right? That was a business credit inquiry, and one of you got denied. Has nothing to do with you personally. It has to do with what your business looks like to the lender, right? I have DUNS with an 80 paydex score, but Experian Equifax not built up yet. I'm with Credit Suite and have vendor credit. Great, Margaret. You need to focus on the vendors that actually report to Experian and Equifax as well, right? Getting an 80 paydex score is pretty easy. It only takes 3 vendors to get that. It's kind of like having your first furniture credit card. It's easy to get. It's like it's a what I call a thin file, right? How much is Credit Insights to monitor our business credit? Yvonne, you can go to Dun& Bradstreet and get Credit Insights to monitor your business credit, or you could do it right through the system with Bureau Insights, which will give you all 3 reports, right? For significantly less than just getting one from each. I believe D&B is $50 a report. Experian's going to be the same or a little bit more, might be 60, and Equifax you can't even get, right? So for more money, you can go to them individually, or you can just get through Credit Insights, right? Yeah, Credit Insights versus NAV Prime reports. It's unfortunate that this Walmart didn't show up. I know exactly what you're talking about, NAV Prime reports. So they're going to give you basic information. You're not going to get the details. You're not going to get what lenders see. That's what Bureau Insights is. It shows you exactly the report that lenders pull. That's what we want to be able to share with you. But again, Yvonne, you're not obligated to get that. If you don't want to use Bureau Insights, you want to go NAV, that's fine. Because if you just want to see who's reporting, that's fantastic. No big deal. And I get the joke. And by the way, NAV didn't have D&B built in. They just got it back recently. It was gone for months and months and months. They had no access to D&B. Okay. Let's see. I think I've answered all the questions. How much is Credit Insights to monitor our business credits? You can't buy it separate, Yvonne. You have to buy it through your system, and you enrolled last month. Call your advising team. They can help you get activated on that. If you don't know the advisor's number, it's 877-791-2487. But you can actually activate it right through Fundability. It's $69, I believe. Okay, let's see. I think I got them all. Credit Insights report versus NAV Prime. Have my sales rep number. Thank you. Perfect. I love it. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Can you use virtual business address? Absolutely, Shams. Now, I want you to be careful. Virtual business address. Regis, that's a virtual address. You want to be careful with places that say they're a virtual address and they're not. For example, I had a prospect give me their address and they said, yeah, I have a virtual address. I didn't recognize it. So I pulled it up on Google Earth and then I went down the street level, right? And I said to the prospect, congratulations, I didn't know you were the owner of Staples because that address was a Staples P.O. box. But they told him it's a virtual address. It is not. It is a P.O. box inside Staples. Do I have to pay $497 out of pocket or I can get business credit to pay it? Margaret, that's what ratio is for. That's the business credit. If you didn't get approved with them, then you have to pay with whatever credit card you have or debit card. And if you're uncomfortable with the 497 and you still want to get started, we might have other products. Call your sales rep. Call the 877-600-2487. They'll work with you. Can you use virtual business address? Yes, I answered that question. Shams, I hope I answered your question. So you can use a virtual business address. You just want to make sure it's a legitimate virtual address, not a PO box, right? They try to hide them now. You just want to be really, really careful. Here's a little insight. Here's a little secret. If you're thinking about going with somebody, you're not familiar with them, and we didn't recommend them, you want to go to Google, have them give you the address, go to Google Earth, go down the street level and look at the building, right? See what it looks like. If it's a storefront, the odds are it's not a virtual address, it's a PO box. If it's a commercial building, a tall commercial building, that's probably a virtual address. So that's a little secret. I do it to everybody I talk to. I pull up their address, go right to Google Earth, go right down the street level, and look at the building. I have seen so many UPS stores, Staples, PO box stores, and they all claim they were virtual addresses, and they're not. And that's going to get you an automatic denial. And here's why. And I'll end with this, right? Uh, Miracle, just go to credit, just share a link with creditsuite.com. Go there. They can watch this webinar. They can get a whole bunch of information at creditsuite.com. But once they get into our funnel, we'll actually send them an invite to another webinar. So, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about virtual addresses, right? Yeah, I think I was talking about. Anyway, now I'm lost. You threw me off with that one. Um, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that is all I got. Oh, no. What I wanted to tell you was I actually had somebody apply for an SBA loan and they got denied. And it turned out they went through our program. We found out one of their addresses was mismatched at the IRS. And they corrected it and got an instant approval. And they kept getting denied. Couldn't figure out why. And another thing, I'm going to explain why an address is so important. Tavanda, you just said, thanks for sharing. If I said to you, hey, Tavanda, I'd like to borrow $10,000. And I'd like to put it in the business name. And Tavanda says, yeah, all right, Steve, we'll consider giving you $10,000 in credit. Fill out this application. And I put down for my phone number a throwaway cell phone that I just got at Walmart. And my address is a P.O. box. Uh, how comfortable do you think Tavanda should be in lending me $10,000? I'm giving away a throwaway cell phone and a P.O. box for my address. What are the odds she's ever going to get that money from me? They're not, right? Creditors are aware of that. So you want to make sure your business looks legitimate to them. Okay. I think I've done enough today. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate that. A bunch of you hung out long past when it ended. I hope I answered all your questions. I hope you call 877-600-2487. Get one of those 8 vacations. That is the best Christmas gift ever. Or give it to yourself. Go on vacation after the holidays, right? Thanks so much. I hope to talk to every one of you soon.